beautiful souls. Welcome back to Power of Positivity, episode 1 with your girl, Dolly Divine, on the Coffee and Tea podcast. I'm so excited you're here because today we're going to rewrite one of the most powerful stories that you will ever tell. That, my friends, is the story of you. And in today's podcast, we will be talking about the power of mindset. Your mindset shapes your reality. And if you're ready to stop playing small and start stepping into your power, this is the episode for you. Let's flip the script and design a life that feels aligned, unstoppable, and deeply you. So grab your coffee, your tea, and let's go. All right, so the first topic that we'll go over in shifting your mindset from negative to positive will be just mental strategies that you can do in your day to day routines. One of my favorites is waking up and doing a gratitude journal, just saying, "Thank you for waking me up today. Thank you for the job that I have. Thank you for the car that I drive." Just different things like that that may seem like they should just be a normal part of day to day living, but are actually blessings in disguise. Another thing that I really enjoy doing and that has personally helped me reshape my mindset is reframing my negative thoughts. So, anytime you notice any negative thoughts, try to rephrase them in your mind. A lot of times people just want to block them out and try to use distractions, but that is not a good go to over time. So, take things like, I'll learn from this challenge instead of I will fail. Be positive, you'll get creative. Alrighty, moving right along here. So, another great mental strategy to practice would be ding, 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 positive affirmations. This is so cliche, but if you start your day by saying or thinking positive things, especially about yourself and your capabilities, you're more than likely to foster those emotions and feelings about yourself throughout the day, which will then show up as more self belief and into your daily lives like work, home, family relationships. You will definitely see a shift in your mindset. And last but not least, in the mental strategies, I really like this one. It's the power of positivity when embracing flexibility. So things don't always go according to planned. Sometimes someone cuts you off in traffic. Now you have to detour. There may be an accident up ahead. Be open minded, create new ideas, and be adaptable when you're faced with change. Don't resist it. Just know that any positive thought could shape the rest of your day. So, saying, maybe this car cutting me off is preventing me from getting in an accident up ahead. Things like that. If somebody's speeding past you and they cut you off in traffic, just know that they must be having a worse day than you are. Let them go, let it roll off of you, and just remember that it's just the moment. 5 minutes from now, you won't be in that moment. It won't be happening, and you'll be on to bigger and better. So embrace flexibility, be open to new ideas, and this will really help create and shape a positive mindset throughout the day, which will allow for you to have a better overall day ahead. Okay, now that we've gone over some mental strategies that you can practice to help start shaping a new you and rewriting your story by creating a more positive outlook, beginning with your mindset. Um, what I want to talk about next is just how the power of the mindset really does affect your day to day. So I didn't spend too much time on that while going through each topic, but just a little bit of things that will begin to happen next. You'll notice that your behavioral habits will change. You'll start surrounding yourself with more positive influences just because like attracts like. I don't know if anyone's familiar here with the law of attraction. I can go over that in another podcast. But the law of attraction is where you basically attract what you are and what you're being. So when you're radiating positivity, you're vibrating at those frequencies, you're more likely to attract people, partners, jobs, places, environments that also breed grounds for positive influences. So you'll start to engage in more activities that you enjoy. Those are another kind of aspect of the power behind the mindset is encouraging yourself to go do something you enjoy. So, like for me, I really do enjoy roller skating when I'm out there with my headset on, just vibing. Out in the sunshine, little birdies everywhere. I like to go next to the lake. That really just puts me in a mindset, in a state of positivity. So, regardless of what might have been bothering me, if I wasn't feeling motivated, that really charges me up and gets me going. And then another thing you can do is focus on small victories. So, in order to create a new version of yourself and rewrite your story, you'll want to start celebrating the small wins and just kind of being your own biggest cheerleader. A lot of times we can be our own biggest critic, and then that's where we kind of start to self sabotage and become a danger to ourselves. Give yourself some grace. It is okay to make mistakes. It's okay to mess up, especially if you fail while you're trying. The worst thing you want to do is just sit there and not take any action. And a lot of times that comes from not having a positive mindset. So just creating those, a routine. Like, do you clap for yourself? Do you go buy yourself your favorite coffee? Do you call up the girls and do you say, hey, let's go watch a movie? Celebrate your small wins, whatever that looks like for you, and you'll really start to see a change. Um, Also, what I want to say is, like I said before, by giving yourself some grace, is you want to practice self compassion. Um, be kind to yourself. We often are kind to stranger. We hold the door for others. We'll get up and make a coffee for our partner. But what about ourselves? For me personally, the way I practice self kindness is I love to make my coffee a certain way in the morning. I really like it to be hot, bold, with a little bit of foam, a little bit of creaminess on the top, and that just really does it for me. So be kind to yourself, especially when you're going through challenges. And, no one expects you to just pick yourself back up and be able to get right back to it, but there's little baby steps that you can take. And the power of a positive mindset is what's going to help you get back on track because you're going to be able to combat that negativity or any self doubt that you have with a little bit of compassion. You know what? You're on a deadline, you're on a time crunch to get this essay in, to get the PowerPoint done for work. Go on a brisk walk, drink some water, get some sunshine, come back in with a fresh mind and get to it. I promise you, you will get it done much faster because you have a clear mind. And then that's what I want to talk about next is taking action on controllable things. So a lot of times we're faced with dilemmas and things that are outside of us that we really have no control over. So learning to accept those things and learning how to analyze the situation from a lens where you can, not necessarily need so much control, but to take control over the aspects of the situation that you do have control over. And then focusing on solutions, problem solving, and giving yourself that grace in the midst of all this. That is really going to help shape the outcomes and help find positive resolution. And so, again, all of these are ways that demonstrate how the power of a positive mindset really can. Affect your future, affect the dynamic of your goals, your dreams. And so that is why we're going to do this so that we can create a version of ourselves that our future self needs in order for us to get. All right, family, you still with me? I know we've covered a lot of groovy things, a lot of topics today, but they really are all very helpful. The last couple things I want to go over with you guys is lifestyle practices. So there's little things that you can do like prioritizing your health, doing meditation, getting out, connecting with other people. A lot of times, I know, especially for me, I really took on the role of a lone wolf. While sometimes isolation really is good for a healing journey, when it comes to using a positive mindset and using that for growth and using that to reshape your story, the lone wolf story isn't really going to align with those goals. So get out, connect with others. Um, what you can do is also, like I said before, start your day with the intention, eat well, get enough sleep, incorporate exercise into your routine. You're also going to want to meditate, like I said, write down your thoughts, journal, do burning bowl rituals, connect with people. sign up for that class, sign up for that dance class, Pilates, whatever it is that you want to do. Go jujitsu, whatever, roller skating rink, satin rope class, whatever. Just get out there. And then for me, I like to go do karaoke. Um, but yes, use your mornings to set the tone of the day and then just take it a day at a time. And I hope this helped. I really appreciate you all being here with me. Please remember the pen is always in your hand. We are all alchemists of our lives. We can create the lives we want with the outcomes. We just have to have a positive mindset. Every thought, every choice, and every moment is actually a chance to rewrite your story. And if today's episode lit you on fire, share it with a friend. Keep spreading the word of positivity. Until next time, keep showing up like the author of your own life. Ciao. Thanks for joining Coffee and Tea with Dolly Divine.